legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. And John Henry's, our family serving yours.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice and check out the great pre-winter offers. 2024 Ford F-250 starting at only $47,999, or choose 1.9% financing with approved credit. Check out ZollnerFordBeatrice.com for our $399 a month lease specials on many models in stock. Check out the 2024 full-size hardtop Broncos starting as low as $39,999. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
At Faith Regional Physician Services, ensuring our patients receive high-quality care in a location that is convenient for them is at the heart of all that we do, which is why we couldn't be prouder to have expanded our service offerings by adding 2 ear, nose, and throat experts to our world-class team of providers. If you or your child are dealing with painful ear infections, troublesome ringing in your ears, agonizing throat soreness, or other ear, nose, and throat or head, speech, and sleep conditions, turn to Dr. Justin Oltman and Dr. Eric Roy for relief. Our 2 ear, nose, and throat specialists believe in a patient-focused approach to care and offer advanced technology paired with their training and expertise for the best possible outcomes. Don't let earaches, sinus infections, allergies, or difficulty swallowing control your life. Our physicians can help you find freedom from pain and discomfort using both surgical and non-surgical techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services. Your relief starts here.
Hi, I'm Brett Lighthold, proud owner of Watier's Auto Body. Whether it's minor or major repair, our team works with precision and care to get you back on the road safely. We've built a reputation on quality work and providing great customer service for over 40 years. So if you are in need of any work done, my team and I are here to help.
Watier's Auto Body, where quality and customer care come first.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
NCN Sports is brought to you by USafe Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health. And by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone. See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte. This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com today. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Welcome to the Panther Gym, the boys basketball opener for Scottsbluff and Norfolk alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Our matchup brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need them. Well, Lou, it's a new look for the Norfolk Panthers. They got a lot of new faces in the starting lineup this year for Coach Bowen, and as they try to get this season started, it's going to be interesting to see, especially taking on a Scottsbluff team with a ton of experience back from last year's semifinal team. This early season test, I think, will speak a lot to what Norfolk has and what they need to work on as the season rolls on.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Scottsbluff team is a team to watch in Class B for sure. And Norfolk, you just, it's going to take some time, I think, for this team to come together. Maybe not, but you just have so many new faces and new places that it's going to be tough to be strong early. You had some players that transferred to other schools and moved on, whatever. So you've got other guys to count on, but it's going to be a tough test tonight. I think Scottsbluff's a team that comes in here with a lot of momentum from last year and some good players, really good players coming back.
Let's talk about some of those good players. First of all, for Norfolk, you see him right there at the free throw line. The lone returner of their top 5 scorers from last year, also their biggest player at 6'5", Drew Strike, is going to have to be big for them. He can get it done inside and outside. They're going to need big games from him often this season.
Yeah, I think for Norfolk, Drew Strike he's got to be a double-digit scorer, I think. He's got to be a guy that kind of sets the tone for this team. He's only a junior, but he's one of the leaders coming back, and you're going to have to have a scoring by committee, but I think Drew Strike's got to be one of the guys that leads this team really on both ends of the floor.
Average 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game last year for Coach Ben Bowen. Meanwhile, Scottsbluff, they got a lot of momentum back from last year, including a returning All-Stater as a sophomore, Nate Kelly. Lou, we saw him a couple of times, about as good a guard as you're going to find. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists a game last year, and he's only going to get better.
Well, Nate Kelly, the only thing he lacks maybe is a little bit of size.
Yeah.
He's got the total game. He can score. He can pass. He can make steals. He can even rebound. He's listed at 6 foot. That might be generous, but he's one of the best all-around players in Class B, and he will definitely be a difference maker in this ball game tonight. Norfolk's got to try to make other players make plays. If Nate Kelly has a big game, he's a guy that's capable of I think he's capable eventually of a triple-double. He's that good. But he's a guy that you got to limit his points and try to force somebody else to beat you. But he's a very tough matchup, I think, tonight for Norfolk.
Especially given the players that he's got returning around him, Lou. When you talk about guys like their post player or their other guard, Riley Meininger, who's back, Keon Delgado, 6'4". I think he's going to make a jump this year. A lot of options for Kelly to pass to. I think you're right. A triple-double or two is in the cards this year. Let's talk School Spotlight. Brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. There you see Scottsbluff, semifinalists last year with head coach Scott Gullion. Took over for Tony Siski, now head coach at Creed. Of course, in between those stops, a stop here in Norfolk where he won a state championship. And Coach Scott Gullion just kept that momentum rolling. They have been among the best teams in Class B year in and year out. Meanwhile, for Norfolk, the Panthers, coached by Ben Bowen, trying to come back after a sub-500 year last year. Looked like maybe they were building some momentum, like you said, Lou. They had some players transfer. One of their top players from last year now at Omaha Central. They had some other players just decide not to play basketball this year. So trying to get some new players involved. I think one player, and we'll talk about it here when we get to starting lineups, they do have some players who got some time off the bench. I think Chase Swanson is a name that could be a big player for them this year. But let's talk starting lineups. Those are brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered you're cared for. We talked about Nate Kelly, but this Scottsbluff's team's got players all over. Riley Meininger just shy of 14 points a game last year for the Bearcats. We talked about Delgado, 7 points, 5.5 boards a game. Trey Boswell was a good bench player for them a year ago. He steps up, takes on a starting role for the Bearcats as well. And Lou, I think, as we look at the Norfolk starters for Coach Bone's squad, some new names. We talked about Drew Strike. Chase Swanson, sometimes he started, sometimes he was off the bench last year. We saw him in a game against South Sioux City last year. He really broke out, had 15 in that one, had 19 in a game against Columbus. He was a guy who could heat up at times for them last year. And they'll certainly need that this year. And Lou, we just saw in the girls' game, what continuity can do for you, right? In terms of what Scottsbluff had, they used returning players. Ava Reed, and, while she came from Mitchell, still a returning player for them. That experience pays dividends, especially if games are close down the stretch. This first quarter, I think, watch how Scottsbluff comes out. There are teams that don't look like it's December basketball, and I have a feeling this Scottsbluff team could be one of those squads.
Absolutely. This team is dangerous, and again, I think a team definitely to watch in Class B with the talent. For Norfolk tonight, it's going to have to be a lot like the girls' game in that you have to bring the effort. You have to try to get those 50-50 plays. And just play your proverbial behind off is what you got to do. You're probably not the more talented team tonight, but you can make up for a lot of that with just playing hard and see where the ball bounces. Norfolk is a work in progress. We'll see how they look tonight, but I think the idea for Coach Bone is to compete every night and get better and make yourself toward the end of the year to be a quality basketball team. We'll see how it goes tonight. They've got a very difficult opponent in the Scottsbluff Bearcats.
One thing that to mention as well, talking with Ben Bone earlier this week, he seemed to think that their rotation would be maybe 7 players, maybe 8, that just don't have the experience, the guys who have the varsity experience. So that's where if you're a starter, you've really got to be careful, have to avoid foul trouble early on. I think Scottsbluff will be a little bit deeper than Norfolk tonight as well.
Yeah, you've got to avoid the silly fouls. The fouls, 40 feet away from the basket or the frustration fouls when you miss a shot. Those things you have to eliminate and be able to stay in the game. And, Scottsbluff, again, we talked about it. This team's got some experience. They played in some big games. I think this team feels really confident. If you're Scottsbluff, you wanted to get off to a quick start and put a lot of doubt in Norfolk's mind here early.
Scottsbluff in their road black uniforms. Norfolk, their home whites. We're underway in the Panther Gym. So glad you could join us here on News Channel Nebraska. High screen for Strike. Can't turn the corner. Up fakes from 3. Leaves it for Chase Swanson. Cut off baseline. Throws it away. Was that tipped? It was not. They're going to let this go for an over and back. Well, Scottsbluff will inbound underneath the hoop.
Now, Scottsbluff is not the biggest team in the world.
Nope.
But they're very athletic.
Got some length as well. Meininger at 6'1", plays taller than that. Kelly into the lane, traveled with it. And the turnover goes back to Norfolk. It was going to be a turnover either way. He had passed it to no one in particular. That ball was just kind of rolling out of bounds.
Again, Nate Kelly is an excellent player. I think you want to try to be physical with him and make the game very difficult to come to him. Once he gets in rhythm, he is very, very dangerous.
He's okay with physicality. Very talented football player as well for Scottsbluff. Here's Swanson, the jump stop. Tough shot in traffic. Rebound tracked down by Keon Delgado. Meininger runs point. There's Des Smith giving it up right side, Kelly. Boswell gives it back to Meininger. Boswell baseline cut off now. Kelly works in on Swanson. Steps back, can't hit. Scottsbluff will try it again. At 3, good! Second chance, three-pointer falls. That's Trey Boswell.
Offensive rebound leading to points.
Swanson drives, kicks, extra pass to the short corner. Working it down low and traveling with it. That's Alex Makshantsev.
I think the biggest difference in this ball game is we see this three-pointer from Boswell from downtown. It's just going to be experience. You know, you got Scottsbluff guys that have played in a lot of big games, and you got a lot of new young guys here for Norfolk who are just kind of feeling their way through.
Our replay is brought to you in part by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. Also by Beatrice Community Hospital, incredible care, incredibly close. Smith can't hit, now Norfolk the other way. The step back, no, rebound to Norfolk, rolls home, and that's Gavin Jarecki getting on the board for the Panthers.
Jarecki with the defensive rebound a moment ago, now an offensive putback.
Scottsbluff wasting no time. This team plays with pace. Inside out, the three not there. Tap to Jarecki. Scottsbluff is not shy. They averaged 22 three-point attempts a game last year, made 32% of them.
That's a fun offense to play in.
Strike, draws damage, hits the ground hard. That's what you're going to want from him this year for Coach Ben Bonelou. I think he's got the kind of athleticism where you can put him on the attack, create off the dribble.
Yeah,
and in this case, gets to the line.
I agree with you, Eric. I like that drive.
Short arms the free throw. Foul on Des Smith, his first. Here in our first quarter, which is brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk, building a Norfolk legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day. One thing about this game, I don't think you're going to see a lot of shot clock violations. These are two teams that hoisted in a hurry. Kelly thought three, thought better of it. Now floats one off the side of the backboard, passed it to himself. Shot clock does not reset. That's a tough shot in traffic. Offensive rebound, that one not there, and Strike skies for it.
And Strike got up in the air on that rebound, did he not?
Three from the right side, falls. That's Chase Swanson, and the Panthers had the lead.
That's a big-time three-pointer. Norfolk can knock some of those down. They'll definitely stay with Scottsbluff.
Norfolk playing man-to-man. I like how they've played Kelly so far. He's not had an easy look yet. Now cuts baseline. There's the easy look on cue. Nate Kelly in the scorebook for the first time.
And great players can create their own easy looks. That was a really good backdoor cut. Got behind the defense. Good pass to get the ball to Kelly, but he was able to get himself open.
Turnover on the give and go. Boswell into the front court. Straightaway triple try off the mark. Rebound, good position there for Norfolk. That's Makshantsev. Panthers still with the lead, halfway home first quarter. Ooh, nice spin, pirouette, too strong. Follows his shot, fouled on the floor. Good effort by Jarecki. Playing active early on, draws the foul on Kelly.
Well, I say one thing for Norfolk, they've got some guys that can jump.
Yeah.
Jarecki gets up there. Strike gets, he's a leaper.
Isai Sabala checking into the game for Scottsbluff for the first time. Landon Viergut's in for the first time for Norfolk. Strike working on Des Smith. Off the screen in the lane, draws damage, and Strike to the line. Now we saw his athletic ability in football season as well, a very talented wide receiver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now draws the foul on Trey Boswell, his first, team third. First free throw, nothing but the bottom.
It helps to have some athleticism. Guys that can sky up there. I was the only guy in history to record a negative vertical jump. I had negative 3 inches one time. It went right into the ground.
Second free throw, good. Lou's got a lot of entries in Ripley's, believe it or not. Not the Guinness Book of World Records. The Ripley's people, familiar with the Siefker household. Good effort on the rebound. And a timeout called by Chase Swanson.
Great hustle.
That's the kind of hustle you like to see if you're a Norfolk Panther fan. Oh, no, they didn't give him the timeout. His foot was on the end line.
Oh.
So instead it goes back to Scottsbluff.
But still great effort. You love both those guys. That's how you stay in this game. Give yourself a chance to win. It's just to bring it. Bring that hustle play. Leave nothing out on the floor.
Great look by our camera crew there. The foot did get down out of bounds. That's a nice call by the officials. 2 on the ball for Kelly. Splits him. Try to kick it outside. 20 to shoot. Smith back to Sabala. Back to Smith. Lobbed up top. Kelly wants 3. Too strong. Rebound Swanson. Strike from distance. Nothing but the bottom.
Wow.
From the left side. Strikes. First field goal.
Gotta love the way the Panthers have started this game. For a young team, a lot of new faces, they're looking confident right now.
Strike with 6. That's the Panther advantage early on. Kelly backs out. That 3, little out of rhythm. And the rebound to Max Shantzev. Des Smith, though, for 4 from the field to start.
Scottsbluff is just settling for jump shots right now.
Strike. Tough shot at the other end. Delgado the rebound. Drive and kick to Smith, mishandled a bit. Timing a little off on that pass from Boswell. Now Sabala. Picked up by Swanson. Kelly steps to his left, takes the 2. His foot was on the line. Boy, Kelly ice cold to start the game. Just 1 of 6 from the field. Swanson off the screen. Ooh, lost the handle. Poked from behind. Nice play there by Delgado. Up ahead, transition triple. Nothing but the bottom for Trey Boswell. That last 3 seconds, that's Scottsbluff basketball.
Yeah, exactly right. Try to spread the floor, open up driving lanes, and if those aren't there, you shoot the 3. Boswell red hot here to start this ball game.
Back to a 1-possession game. Swanson wants to answer from deep, and does. Chase Swanson 2 for 2 from downtown.
Yeah, Chase Swanson says right back at you.
Back to a 6-point advantage. Mininger on the wing. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Gives it up Sabala. Now Kelly. Can't turn the corner. Sabala, baseline cut off. Back to Kelly, swung up top. That's a nice pass. 3 not there. Smith tracks it down. In the lane. Can't get it to go. Iron unkind. Boy, Des Smith, he's had some good looks. He just cannot buy one right now. And he'll have a seat.
Yeah, Scottsbluff getting some decent looks. They're just not knocking shots down, and that's allowed the Panthers a 6-point lead here.
Whole bunch of new players into the game for Norfolk.
Let's see if we can make it the whole game before I call Coach Bone, Nick Bone.
I know, Wayne State season not that far behind us as Kelly gets to the rack and draws damage. Nate Kelly off the inbound. So creative in traffic, the foul called on
You see
Vidal Aguirre.
You see Kelly, how he's able to score in traffic there. Good cut off the screen and picks up some contact there, still makes the shot. The 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Kelly with 5, Scottsbluff with 11. They trail by 3. This is Landon Viergut's running point. Slipped as he was met by 2 defenders, turns it over. Nobody back for Norfolk. Mininger, easy as you please, to make it a 1-point game.
That's what Scottsbluff can do. They speed you up, they can turn you over, and they're really good in transition. So you've got to be strong with the basketball. Got to limit turnovers if you're Norfolk.
Shot clock off for Norfolk. Offensive rebound. Great effort by Damian Jones. Now second chance, 3 falls. That's Aguirre. And now as we hit the buzzer, the shot won't fall for Mininger. Norfolk playing well early on. 17-13, they lead. Panthers over the Bearcats, and it's the outside shot that's fallen. for Norfolk early on. Chase Swanson with 6. Back after this is NCN.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Scottsbluff and Norfolk made the same amount of shots in the first half, but Norfolk attempted half as many. The Bearcats just 5 of 18 from the field. 17-13, Norfolk with the lead. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay, and Lou, Norfolk's offense looking pretty good in the early going.
Well, the Panthers have 4 offensive rebounds. They've allowed themselves some extra chance opportunities, and they've made the most of that. Norfolk, just their ability to knock down some threes has looked very good in this first quarter. The Scottsbluff also with 4 offensive rebounds. They just have not shot the ball very well in that first quarter. You got 3 here to go to right the ship. Got to believe Scottsbluff will pick it up offensively here before this game is over.
Bearcats with the ball to start the second quarter. Meininger over to Kelly. Nate Kelly with 5 in the first quarter. Now Sabala stripped. Ball still loose. Good effort by Norfolk. Diving out of bounds. Couldn't keep it alive, though. It'll be Scottsbluff ball.
Well, I'll say the same thing I said about the girls' team. It's effort. And right now, Norfolk's playing with a ton of effort. Win or lose this ball game, Coach Bones got to be happy with the way, at least the way this game has started. We'll see if it's that way in the fourth quarter. But they have, I think, out-hustled Scottsbluff to this point.
That was Parker Rabbis with the hustle play. Shot clock down to 1. Kelly doesn't realize it. And a shot clock violation.
That's game number 1.
That is a game 1 mistake, yes. Class B and A both had the shot clock last year, so it is not new for either team.
It's a situational basketball, and it sometimes it takes a little time after, just the game number 1 is to get your brain in that pattern of what the situation is and how much time's left.
Good hustle play defensively. Norfolk will inbound. That was well read by big Ryan Hinman.
Yeah, big fella.
6'5" senior. Now at 20 on the shot clock. Strike pulls up, free throw line. There's that effort we've been talking about. It ends up a turnover, but Strike follows his shot, Lou. Those extra possessions will pay dividends down the stretch.
I'll say this much, too. This is going to be a good game down the road for Scottsbluff because you're playing a Class A team, and it may not be an experienced team, but it's a team that's coming to play physically and challenge you.
And they will need that this season. Off the screen, the 3 falls. Caleb Berta, his first bucket tonight.
Yeah, like I said, you got to stop Caleb Berta. That's the thing. That's a nice shot there by the sophomore.
Berta, just a sophomore, on a team with so much experience back from last year. Foul called on the floor on Meininger. That's his first.
Watch the shot there from the wing. Berta knocks that down. Nothing but net.
It's a tough first game, too. You don't know. You've never seen these guys before. Do I close out on this guy?
Yeah.
Now that one's filed away. Next time he gets it, you'll see Norfolk a bit more aggressive defensively. Good ball movement. Strike in the lane on Kelly. In and out. That was 75% of the way down.
The Strike is a quality athlete.
Really is. Boy, he doesn't need much. Trey Boswell, 3 for 3 from deep. He is a catch and shoot master.
Yeah, you better find number 11 if you're Norfolk.
Scottsbluff back up top. Little screen and roll. Max Shansu erased. Panthers will try it again with 21 on the shot clock. Ryan Hinman the block. Here in our second quarter, brought to you by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet.
A block by Hinman got the bench up and going. Everybody's excited. A big fellow playing hard there on the defensive end.
If you're Scottsbluff, you got a 6.5-hour drive, then the girls' game goes long. These guys have been chomping at the bit just to play some hoops.
Yeah, no kidding.
No man's land there. Here's Swanson. Baseline. Has to back out of the double. Clock down to 8. Long three. Oh, my! Whew. Landon Vierguts from college range.
Nothing but net on that shot.
Norfolk back on top. Well, that would look good out of his hand. Left short. Vierguts tracks it down. Good effort. Swanson into the front court. Tries to find room baseline. Can't. Nice skip pass. Extra feed. Good footwork. Kept the pivot foot down. Gavin Jarecki with 4.
He's another guy that's just a heck of an athlete. Good job to gather himself, keep that foot planted, don't travel, and then spin there and make that shot. Big time play.
Norfolk into his zone. Scottsbluff shooting over top of it. Caleb Berta, the sophomore. He's got a pure stroke. 5 this quarter.
Boy, Berta establishes himself as a sophomore. This team's got a chance to be really, really good.
Swung left side, Vierguts. Up top to Cohen Skiff. Right side drive, left it short. Kelly the rebound. Kelly pushing it ahead. A little too quickly, out of bounds. It'll go back to Scottsbluff.
And Meininger just tried to throw that in behind his back, and that hit Skiff, I believe it was, off his hands.
Get another look at that great post move by Jarecki.
Yeah, he has played very, very well in this first half.
1 point lead for Norfolk. Against a team that will, expected by many to be a player in Class B, a very deep Class B this year. Might be the deepest class in the state. That's a good strong drive. Des Smith finally gets one to go.
Quick move. That's a really nice move into the lane for the finish.
Swanson blocked from behind. Skiff able to find the rebound. Mad scramble for the ball. Norfolk out with it to Swanson. Now Vierguts off the hesitation in the lane, draws the foul. Just the second foul called this game. This crew called the girls' game fairly loosely, let them play. It's good. You get a good flow to the game.
I was thinking maybe the officials came from Scottsbluff. They just want to get out of here. No, they've done a good job.
They've been great. Foul called on Delgado. Free throw short. They stick around for halftime. We'll take a look at our top plays. Those brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. 23-22 on our scoreboard. Brought to you in part by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. Also by Aurora Cooperative. Go green with E15 and fill up at your nearest A stop today. Landon Vierguts with 4. Back to a tie ball game. Getting to know some players for Norfolk that, look, at least athletically, they look ready to go.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Good strong drive in on 2 defenders. Riley Meininger with 4.
Yeah, nice hesitation and explodes down that left side of the lane for the easy look.
Strike off the screen, draws 2. That left Vierguts open, off from 3. Rebound, back tap, Scottsbluff off and running. Sabala into the front court. Extra pass, strike the hustle. Scottsbluff will inbound.
You know, it's hard to, even as a broadcaster, to prepare for Norfolk. Just so many faces there.
Yeah.
And there's a good hustle to get back. But I think they've played very well. And again, the key is just their effort. They've really played hard, but they've made some plays, and they're staying with Scottsbluff.
Meininger. Can Scottsbluff get some offense going with Nate Kelly on the bench? That's a nice up fake. Shot not there. Rebound to Vierguts.
Right side Aguirre. Oh, good quick step by Strike.
Oh.
In and out. He's had 2 or 3 like that tonight.
So close.
0 for 3 this quarter. Nice pass inside. How'd that get through? Blocked from behind by Strike. Scottsbluff fans wanted a foul, didn't get it. And now Parker Rabbis runs point. Aguirre. Shot clock to 15, Max Shancif. Strike as the shot clock hits 10. Defender slipped. Now it's Aguirre, shot clock at 5. Strike, shot clock at 3, ball's out, and it'll be Scottsbluff basketball. Strike thought Scottsbluff touched it, he didn't chase after it. And now the Bearcats will have it.
I thought Meininger did have his hand on it. I think what they're saying is that Strike trying to pull it away was the last one to touch it. That was really good defense there by Meininger. Not allowing Strike to go up, get the hand on the basketball before it comes up and force the turnover.
Nate Kelly back into the game. Gives it up to Des Smith. Nice feed down low. Oh, what a shot by Delgado. His first bucket on the up and under. Chase Swanson in traffic gets the roll. Both teams wanted a foul called there. Neither of them got one. Swanson with 8. Taken away by Virgins. Spinning, losing it, out of bounds to Norfolk.
Well, Norfolk's been good in the passing lanes in this first half. Scottsbluff, that's only their 3rd turnover of the half. But they've made it difficult for Scottsbluff. There hasn't been very many easy shots in this first half.
Yeah, and I've noticed on offense, Lou, every time they get a rebound, Coach Bone is telling them to move. Yeah. He wants them to go fast. And normally you wouldn't want to do that necessarily against Scottsbluff. That 3 falls. Nobody came out on Jarecki. He's got 7. But, Lou, I think this team's got the athletes to hang with teams that want to run.
Yeah, I agree. And that's probably going to have to be their calling card a little bit just because they're not very big. Class A has got some monsters.
Yes.
You're going to have to be a quick up and down the floor team, I think.
Good closeout on the 3. The Rainbow 2 falls, though, for Boswell. He's in double figures.
That's a good job by Boswell to up fake, keep your foot planted, allow the defense to go past you and get a better look.
Final minute, first half of what's been a good one. What a great night of basketball in the Panther gym. Strike, the drive and dish. Max Shancif thought 3, thought better of it. Now it's Strike left open, found the baseline, draws the foul. That'll be on Kelly. As we get ready for our halftime show, which is brought to you in part by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. Also presented by Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with.
I think Scottsbluff a little late in rotation there, and Strike able to drive in. When he gets in there, he can jump with anybody. See the rotation just late getting over there. Strike with a left-handed dribble down the baseline. Look how high he gets up there.
Yeah,
got to go up and slap that arm to try to keep him from scoring.
He's been stymied on the shot attempts tonight, misses the free throws, also 0 for 3 from the field this quarter. A lot of looks he's had tonight that I think he's going to be making later this season. Missed them both. So still a 1-point lead for Scottsbluff, shot clock off.
It's a good sign for Scottsbluff. The guy with the basketball has been very quiet in this half, and they're still ahead by 1.
Yeah, just 5 points. Has not attempted a shot this quarter. That might change here.
Yeah.
Nope, he gives it up, tipped out. Scottsbluff will inbound with 3.
Trying to get it over to Boswell with a hot hand. That's not a bad idea.
Right.
Nate Kelly's a guy that'll get you 5, 6, 7 assists a ball game.
Now Kelly on the run up. Off the up fake, can't get it. And that's the end of the first half. Norfolk playing well on their home floor, but it's Scottsbluff, the 29-28 lead at the break. Halftime show coming up. This is NCN.
Real quick, I talked to the goalie.
Competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Teammates Mentoring proudly serves 10,000 students in 192 chapters across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming. But we need your help.
We're recruiting Teammates Mentors to help our students reach their full potential.
Meeting with a student once a week can make a positive impact in their life and create a ripple effect in our communities.
Go to teammates.org to learn how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
Let's take a look at our top plays. Those are brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island location. Scottsbluff with a 29-28 lead at the half. Scottsbluff opening by hitting their outside shots early on. Trey Boswell leads all scorers with 11. He was 3 of 4 from deep, but Lou, Norfolk is 6 of 7 from three-point land. That'll keep you in a game.
Yeah, for sure. Be able to shoot the basketball like that. They also out-rebounded Scottsbluff in that first half. That shows you that some execution with the three-pointers and the rebounding has been effort plays for Norfolk.
Chase Swanson hits that three. Norfolk 3 of 13 on two-pointers, 50% from the free throw line. But these shots have been falling all night. 6 of 7 from deep. Vidal Aguirre hits that one. And the Panthers had the lead after one. Scottsbluff, Lou, you talked about it. Nate Kelly's really not been able to get it going. But other guys have stepped up. Caleb Berta with 5 points in the quarter. It's a long three by Vierguts. The Scottsbluff, they're going to have to come out and defend him at the same time. You know, rule of averages says they can't keep shooting 80% from three all night, you would think. But Norfolk has been able to get some good drives in. Good footwork there by Gavin Jarecki. He has 7 in the first half. Scottsbluff hitting shots late. Good drive by Riley Meininger. He had 4 points in the first half. And we talked about it. Boswell, leading scorer. He's got his number, 11 points in the first half. As the Panthers trail by 1, 29-28. But Lou, honestly, defensively, I like what Norfolk has done even more than what they've been doing offensively.
Well, I like both. They've really made Scottsbluff work, and certainly they've taken, to some extent, Nate Kelly out of the ball game. He's not been able to penetrate very often, and when he's got a shot, they've made him work hard for it. Now Scottsbluff's had guys certainly step up, like Trey Boswell, who leads all scorers. But I think the other thing for Norfolk is on the offensive end, you see what they want to be. They want to be a kind of a 5-out team that knock down three-pointers, get out and run the floor, try to get some transition opportunities. And because they're going to have a tough time, even with their athleticism, to battle inside against a lot of teams this year. But, you know, if you can shoot the threes, get some timely rebounds. They've out-rebounded Scottsbluff 15-11 in that first half. That included 6 offensive boards. So, I mean, they're doing the things that it takes to win, and that's why they're in the ball game right now, down only 1. But I think it all comes down to effort and how hard they've played. That's all you can ask a team, is to come out and give it all they got. I think Norfolk did that first half. I think Coach Bone has to be proud of the way they played the first half. Now, can you do it again for another 2 quarters? That's the question.
29-28 Scottsbluff with the lead. More halftime show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
(29-28) Scottsbluff with the lead over Norfolk in the incredible Panther Gym. You want to talk about incredible gyms, though. Let's talk about what they got building out in Kearney. The Kearney Sportsplex, owned by the city of Kearney, opening in the spring of next year. They're going to have a 59,000 square foot hardwood gymnasium. You can seat 3,000 plus. You want to talk about atmosphere? There you go. They got room for 8 high school basketball courts. You can put 12 volleyball courts in there, 20 plus wrestling mats. All kind of regional tournaments will be held out there. The Sportsplex out there on Eunice Drive, that really developing part of Kearney, right by the hotels and the restaurants and the new Visit Kearney Center. The Kearney Sportsplex coming in the spring of 2025. Want to remind you folks, you can follow us on social media at X or Twitter. You can call it whatever you want now. Just follow us there at NCN Sports. Send us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching the game tonight. Might have some folks on Mountain Time checking in this evening. Let us know where you're watching the game this evening. We'll send you a shout out on the air. And follow Lou Siefker on Twitter. I don't even, are you even on Twitter?
I have an account. I haven't been on it in, I don't know, a decade or so, probably. It's been a while. Maybe not a decade, but it's been a while.
At Elon Musk. That's Lou Siefker on Twitter. 29-28, Scottsbluff with the lead. Second half coming up. This is NCN.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid is consistently ranked one of the nation's most reliable and resilient. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Your child is your whole world, and you want nothing but the best for them. Here at Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, we couldn't agree more, which is why our providers are dedicated to offering the highest level of care to those who matter most to you. Our pediatric experts not only specialize in teddy bears, stickers, and smiles, but most importantly, your child's growth, development, and overall health. As a parent, you can expect our providers to deliver comprehensive, personalized care to help your child grow happy and healthy while ensuring you and your child feel safe and heard. Whether your child has a boo-boo, needs a well child visit, or is under the weather, our pediatrician, Dr. Samantha Roy, and advanced care practitioner, Kayla Daniels, are here every step of the way to offer advice, treatment, and preventative care. Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, specializing in what is special to you.
Second half about to get going here in the Panther Gym alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. It's been a fun night of basketball here in the Panther Gym. Scottsbluff trying to get the road sweep. The girls winning in overtime earlier this evening. Norfolk down 1 as we start the second half. Alex Makshansif on the empty corner drive. Finds Swanson. Boy, he's played really well tonight. Swanson in double figures.
Yeah, he sure has. Norfolk right off the bat. First possession, they take the lead.
Riley Meininger. I think that's someone Coach Gully would like to get going. Meininger just 4 points in the first half. Nate Kelly, short arm that one. That's a look he's going to hit 99 times out of 100.
Yeah, that's usually lights out when he gets the ball that deep. Even though he's not the biggest guy in the world, he's a great finisher.
Back to Swanson, picked up by Kelly. Drives, rises, fires, fills it up. Chase Swanson with 12.
Somebody tell Chase Swanson that Norfolk's not supposed to be this good? Chase Swanson has come to play.
Dribble handoff, Kelly. Curls past the defense, no look, Swanson took it away. Swanson. In and out, boy, that one looked good. How about Drew Strike? There's the effort plays we've been talking about. Strike, that's his first make from 2. He's got 8.
Yeah, even when the Panthers miss, get the offensive board.
That's a nice entry pass, good position. Keon Delgado, the answer at the other end.
Yeah, Delgado had his man sealed off. You're right, that was an excellent pass. Catch and shoot. All he had to do is catch it and go up and score.
A little motion offense for Norfolk, read well by Boswell. Picks the pocket, nice find. Delgado on the secondary break with the left hand.
Yeah, great look by Boswell. Delgado with the left-handed finish. Pretty basketball by Scottsbluff.
High quality hoop here in the Panther Gym. Now Strike off the screen. Hesitates past Boswell and a foul on the floor.
I think Strike still thinks it's football season. They just plowing through people here.
Gave him the Heisman as we see Boswell get the steal. What a pass.
Just a great job running the floor. A good vision by Boswell on that play.
Our replays brought to you by Meade Lumber, making you feel at home from design to finish. Entry pass, Makshansif gives it up to Swanson. Doesn't have anything in the corner. Tries to reverse his way into the lane. Scottsbluff wanted the offensive foul, didn't get it. Swanson the miss. Kelly the rebound, and up ahead come the Bearcats. Quickly in the lane, extra pass. There's Delgado off the feed from Smith.
You see the experience there. Scottsbluff just kind of knows where they want to be and who's going to get the basketball too. They're just passing the ball very well right now.
Delgado a quick 6 points this quarter. He's got 8 for the game. Strike can't turn the corner. They give it back to him. This time gets in the lane, nice feed. Makshansif off the up fake. Pretty ball from Norfolk.
Strike with the assist. Makshansif does a good job to hesitate there and then put the head fake up and get the ball in.
Smith on the curl, shot blocked. And the rebound to Swanson. I think that was Rabbis that got the hand on it. Now from 3, in and out. Makshansif the rebound. Just the second miss in 8 attempts from deep for Norfolk tonight. Veer gets behind the back. Makshansif wants 3. Rebound to Boswell. Now Scottsbluff will try to regain the lead. Kelly, baseline, midi, no. Rebound to Rabbis. Nate Kelly struggled from the field tonight.
Yeah.
Swanson loses the handle. Meininger in transition, Strike trailing, and 1. Strike got him with a body. Riley Meininger will look for three the hard way.
Well, I know Strike is a great athlete, and he's trying to block the shot, but you got to be careful here. You don't pick up the foul. Just the other definite body contact there.
Riley Meininger, the 6'1" junior. It's weird for a team like Scottsbluff to have so much experience and youth. Only two seniors, Des Smith and Ryan Hinman. A lot of, they were such a young team last year that made the semifinals. Here in our third quarter, brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of the pain, not just the symptoms.
I think this team has a good mixture of that, of some veteran players, not a lot of seniors, but veteran guys that have been out there, and some good young basketball players coming up.
In and out on the rebound, or on the shot. The rebound tracked down by Damian Jones. Loose ball, kept alive, and a timeout called. We'll keep it here, 3:59 to go in the third. 1 point lead for Scottsbluff. A good timeout for Coach Bowen there. That possession was getting away from him, and it looks like in a game like this, every possession's going to matter.
Yeah, and one thing Scottsbluff's good at doing is turning you over and scoring in transition. They not just turn you over, they get out and run and get easy looks out of that. So that's what Coach Bone saw, was that the offense was just kind of skittering and losing the basketball. Call timeout, reset, and then set up a play here and try to get what you want out of your offensive set. Yeah, certainly, if you're Coach Bone, you'd like to see some more of those three-pointers fall, and they're starting to cool off, but it's pretty tough to shoot the way they did in the first half the entire ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to keep a 6 of 7 pace from three going, even if you're the Golden State Warriors. Peyton Pritchard maybe could keep that going right now, but I don't know that anybody else can. Landon Viergut's hit one of those threes in the first half. He gets a high screen. Wanted the cutter, instead it's up top, telegraphed. Ball's loose, Norfolk still has it, and lost it out of bounds to the Bearcats.
The Panthers with 3 turnovers here in this third quarter, 8 for the ball game. And that's something, you play a team like Scottsbluff, they don't turn it over very often. You've got to take care of the basketball. You can't give the Bearcats those extra possessions.
Isai Sabala seeing his first action of the half, leaves it for Hinman. Sabala teardrop off the side of the window, might have been blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay with Scottsbluff, last touched by Vierguts. Norfolk almost a line change, 4 new players in. We've seen Norfolk go a little bit deeper in the bench than I think Coach Bone had at least thought when I talked to him earlier this week. We've seen 9 players in. It's got to make this team feel good. They can rotate those players in, get quality minutes.
Yeah, I think so, absolutely. You never know what you're going to get when you got a bunch of new guys, but I like the way this team plays.
Good ball handling there, good pass inside. Ryan Hinman's first bucket.
I got to get the big dog active here.
Norfolk quickly the other way. Swanson didn't quite have the handle on that one. Offensive rebound, Max Shantzev. Now it's Strike on the dribble drive. Extra pass, kicked out wide open. Rebound to Norfolk underneath. And heading to the line is Alex Max Shantzev. Tracked down the loose ball.
Well, Max Shantzev has 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. Kept it alive, and now gets to go to the free throw line. That's just great effort. I mean, that's the, what it comes down to it. That's what you want. I mean, guys like Max Shantzev playing the way he's playing and out scrapping right now Scottsbluff underneath.
Well, the free throw line has been anything but for Norfolk tonight. Panthers just 4 of 9 at the free throw line tonight.
Maybe they should back up behind the three-point line.
In and out on the second. The struggle continues. Bird of the rebound. Here's Kelly. Still looking for his first points this half. Just 5 points in this one. Norfolk's done a nice job on him tonight.
Yeah. Made him work for his shots, let alone points.
In the lane, rising, firing, filling it up. Caleb Berta perfect from the field. He's got 7 off the bench.
Good looking sophomore, Caleb Berta.
Scottsbluff lead back up to 5. Strike, lost the handle. And it'll go back to Scottsbluff. He thought Scottsbluff touched it. He thought it was tipped.
Yeah, so did Coach Bone.
And I think the officials that take another look, it did look like he just kind of lost the handle on this one. We get back to live action. Here's Coach Scott Gullion. One of the best coaches in the state. Screen for Kelly, extra pass. Back to Kelly. Well, they're not letting him get in the lane easily. Now Kelly looking for help. Shot clock down to 10. Boswell. Kelly shot clock at 5. Oh, that's a strong take there. My goodness, the reverse lay-in falls. Kelly's got 7.
You're only going to keep him quiet for so long. He is an important guy when the game's on the line.
8 unanswered for the Bearcats. They're up 7. Norfolk can't answer from deep. Hinman the rebound. Key stretch here for both teams. Berta has it stripped on his way up. Swanson off and running. In transition, gets the lay-in. That ends the 8-0 run. And a reach-in foul. Bit of a ticky-tack foul called on Swanson there as he tried to tap it away from Kelly from behind. That'll be his first.
Good coaching there by Scott Gullion over there talking to Caleb Berta, who was frustrated after getting that ball knocked away from him. You got to keep your head in the game, young man. Don't let that mistake upset you. And that's what Norfolk needed, a defensive play, get a run out, get a bucket, try to climb back in this, only down 5.
Nate Kelly. Norfolk diagnosed the pass, had the right idea, strike out with it. Inside of a minute to go, third quarter.
Passing lanes have been shut down quite a bit tonight for Norfolk. Great defense on that possession.
Now Strike got a step on Kelly, lost the handle.
Great
nice touch pass up ahead to Sabala, good hustle. Scottsbluff will inbound. Credit Viergutz with breaking that one up.
Well, first of all, great pass off of the deflection here. Watch Kelly touch pass right up the court, and then defensively, what a great play there by Viergutz, just hustling to prevent the layup.
39 seconds to go in the third. Norfolk calls timeout. We'll keep it here. 43-38, Scottsbluff with the lead. This is the beginning of basketball season here on NCN. We got another good one a week from tonight. We will be in Wayne, America. How about Wahoo and Wayne? I think both girls and boys games will be entertaining. That boys game, that could be an offensive explosion. A couple of really good teams from a year ago. And Wahoo, we talked about it with Scottsbluff. The new MSAA rule is with Gretna East and all the new Lincoln and Omaha teams, there are now 65 Class A and B teams. That means there's more teams in Class B. And that means Class B just got real hard because Wahoo is a Class B team now. Gretna is back down in Class B. That's on top of teams like Norris and Scott, who feel like their entire roster is back from last year. Class B might be as deep as any class in the state of Nebraska.
Well, I remember that Norris-Scott game at state last year. That was two really, really good teams. And so those are the teams to beat. But, boy, you've got teams like Scottsbluff we're seeing here tonight. If got Wahoo next week. We'll see if they have if they've figured out basketball, because they were one of the best football teams I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Wahoo's a football school. Everybody knows that.
For years it's been that way.
Wahoo winning their second state championship in football. Second of what could be a few, given how many guys they got coming back on that team next year. Back to live action here. Scottsbluff, 5-point lead. Boswell wants 3. In and out. Offensive rebound, good effort by Berta. Shot clock's off. Scottsbluff can reset, and they do. This is the guy you want with the ball in situations like this. Nate Kelly will be picked up by Arabbas.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the state when this situation.
Correction, Viergutz on defense. Kelly gives it up Boswell. And a foul Little push call. This will not send them to the line. That's on Swanson, his second. So they'll inbound with 6.9.
Norfolk overplaying that passing lane, and if it weren't for the shove, they might have got a turnover there. I'm really impressed with the Panthers defensively here. I think they've played a really good game against an outstanding team here from Scottsbluff.
Nate Kelly draws the foul. Tried to say in the act of shooting, but they'll call the foul on the floor. You got to be careful doing that with a player like Kelly, though, because he can hoist it in a hurry.
Yeah, he's got a quick release.
Our next foul will put Scottsbluff at the line. They'll be in the bonus the rest of the half. Ooh, bad pass. Kelly's going to have to hurry. Into the front court, at the buzzer, no. Well, Scottsbluff went on a bit of an offensive flurry. They've got a 5-point lead as we head to the fourth. That's next. You're watching NCN.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Scottsbluff with a 5-point lead as we start the fourth quarter, which is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org. Scottsbluff found some balance. 5 different players scored for the Bearcats in the third quarter. Good backside cut by Kelly, no call, much to the chagrin of the Scottsbluff faithful. Max Chance of the rebound.
I think the officials have let them play, but they've been consistent. That's the only thing you can ask is that what calls are one side or the same on the other side. I think they've done a good job of that.
A 3 too strong. Kelly the rebound. Norfolk has gone cold. They have yet to make one from deep this half. That one by Meininger not there. Boswell the offensive rebound. He can't hit. And we've got a tie up on the rebound. That'll go to Norfolk.
Boswell had an opportunity there for a putback and missed it. That's a pretty good rebound there by Delgado, and got tied up, and Norfolk still hanging around, down 5. Plenty of time left for the Panthers to make a run.
Swanson picked up by Kelly. Swanson leads all scorers. He's got 14. Now strike. Off the 360, back up to Swanson. Clock down to 13. And Norfolk needs to get something going. Swanson takes the triple. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Max Shancif again.
Boy, he's had a ball game.
He's done a lot of effort stuff. With that one taken away, Kelly in the open floor. And Scottsbluff equaling their largest lead now at 7.
If you look at where this game might be getting away from Norfolk, it's right now it's turnovers and Scottsbluff's ability to run out and score off those transition opportunities.
Meininger called for the hip check foul there. And that, I believe, puts Norfolk, nope, not yet in the bonus.
There's the steal and the run out to Nate Kelly, who, despite a slow offensive night, he knows how to finish off of a steal.
That was the first foul called of the second half.
That is amazing.
And a timeout called by Norfolk as they were in a no man's land there. They'll have 25 seconds to shoot. We'll keep it here. 6:17 to go in the ball game. Oh, correction, we'll take a timeout as well. 6:17 to go. Norfolk trailing 7. Back after this. You're watching NCN.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Hey, folks, stick around after the game. We'll talk to the Victoria's head coach. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. This game's still up in the air, but Norfolk's got to find their offense again. Trailing 7. It's Virgits. Shot clock down to 13. Virgits found a step, kicks, extra pass, Swanson. Shot clock down to 5. Max Shansif. Oh, nice jump stop. Got it to go. Alex Max Shansif with 4.
Yeah, he's got 4 points and, let's see, 7 rebounds tonight.
Boswell, he's been hot from there. Hits it. Nothing but the bottom. Trey Boswell with 14.
Good young player, Trey Boswell, only a sophomore.
4 of 6 from 3 tonight.
That's a great addition here for this team, the three-point shooting.
Might have got away with a walk there.
Yep, he did.
Kicked up top, that 3 in and out. Norfolk is not made from deep this half. 0 for 8 after a 6 of 7 first half. Max Shansif blocks it. Meininger sticks with it and gets the putback. Scottsbluff up double figures for the first time.
Yeah, Meininger stayed with it for sure. This is where you if you're Norfolk, you got to dig deep here and try to find some offense.
Baseline drive, extra pass. Swanson cleans it up. Max Shansif cut, strike found him. Max Shansif, all 6 of his points have come this half.
Yeah, Max Shansif running or moving without the basketball and gets rewarded from a good pass by Drew Strike.
Right side Meininger. Kelly off the up fake, kicks right side. Entry pass back out. Good ball movement from Scottsbluff. Shot clock down to 10. Inside, foul called. Des Smith, not tall, but he's strong.
Yeah.
And he'll head to the line.
Good bounce pass to get it to him in the lane, and does a head fake, gets the defender in the air. Got it blocked, but body contact. And now Des Smith a chance to really extend this lead.
Strike called for the foul, his 3rd. Smith, the 6-foot senior. And I'm sitting down, and there's a lot of tall guys out there. But I feel like 6 foot's being kind.
That's being kind, yeah.
In and out on the second. He's had a tough shooting night. He's played well, just hasn't gotten shots to fall. Up fake, extra lean in on the shot. That goes. Gavin Jarecki. Well, he's flashed some fancy footwork tonight. He's got 9.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that have been very bright for Norfolk here. 3:53 to go, and they're still in the ballgame, down 6.
Scottsbluff wants to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. 6-point game. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Well, we talked about it, Lou. Who are the guys? Who's going to step up on this inexperienced Norfolk team? Gavin Jarecki has shown some nice post moves tonight. He's got 9 points, a big bucket there. Makes it a 2-possession game, 3:53 to go. Alongside Lou Seifgram, Eric McKay, it's been a good one. Scottsbluff, I've noticed they've really ratcheted up the defensive intensity in the second half. Norfolk has not been able to find a lot of easy shots, certainly not as many as they found in the first half.
Now Norfolk had 28 points at halftime, only 44 now with 3:53 to go. I think for Norfolk to pull this thing out, you're going to have to find some perimeter shooting as well. But they're only down 6. They've hung around with just sheer effort. And there's been a lot of bright spots tonight for Norfolk, win or lose.
Well, that's a good pass from Kelly. That is the one guy you cannot leave open if you're Norfolk. Trey Boswell with 17.
Yeah, he has been. You talk about bright spots. Boswell has been a real bright star tonight for Scottsbluff.
Swanson lost the handle, got it back. Skip pass. Left now for Max Shantzev. Strike. Now tipped up top. Good cut, good find. Heading to the line is Virgits. The foul called on Delgado.
The Panthers have been doing a good job backdooring Scottsbluff. We've seen that a few
just
times.
kind of missed him there.
Yep. We've seen that a few times, guys. Just moving without the basketball. That's what you have to do. Especially in this type of offense. A lot of motion, a lot of movement. And Norfolk's done a pretty good job of that here tonight.
Virgits hits the free throw. Norfolk needed that one. They had not made one from the land of the free this half. Now he hits both. 7-point game.
I'll tell you one thing with Nate Kelly being quiet right now is when he takes over a game so often. Just a great free throw shooter, handles the basketball as well as anybody.
Kelly with 9. A distributor here to Meininger. Sabala to Delgado. Meininger retains possession. Shot clock down to 10. Scottsbluff milking it a bit. Down to 5. Kelly pulls up fake from 3. Left it short. And the rebound pulled down by Jarecki. Swanson off the Max Shantzev screen. Threw it away. Tried to thread the needle. Swanson, or rather Boswell, the turnover.
You can't have that at this stage. Down 7. You've got to be really good in the half court.
Good pass. Meininger missed everything on the 3. Swanson tracks down the board.
Panthers have to get something here on each possession if they're going to stay in this game.
Yeah, I can't afford any empties now. Strike off the screen. The crossover, still looking for his first points this half. Or rather this quarter. Strike scored early in the third quarter. Shot clock down to 13. Max Shantzev, baseline, threw it away. Had the right idea. Virgits was open. But boy, at this stage of the game, Lou, minute 42 to go, you almost just maybe want him to go up with that.
Yeah.
See if he can get it to go or draw a foul. Hey, after the game, we'll talk to our player of the game. That interview brought to you by the Nebraska Orthopedic Center.
That was turnover number 8 in the second half for Norfolk. That's the big difference right now between these two teams. Scottsbluff has turned it over once in the second half.
Kelly drives, kicks. Meininger in the lane, stripped, taken away. Norfolk not done yet. In transition, Landon Virgits makes it a 2-possession game with 1:18 to go, and Norfolk calls timeout. We'll take one as well. Only a 5-point game. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust is honored to be ranked as a national top 20 bank for ag lending by the Independent Community Bankers Association. Elkhorn Valley Bank prides themselves on offering community-focused, experienced lenders with a vast knowledge of agriculture to provide fast and local decisions. Their wide range of products and services are sure to meet the needs of any operation. Elkhorn Valley Bank extends a heartfelt thank you to all their customers for their unwavering loyalty and support.
After the conclusion of our ball game, we will take a look at our top plays, brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank and by Southeast Community College. Well, Norfolk can't afford any empty possessions from here on out. Down 5, minute 18 to go. The next Scottsbluff foul puts Norfolk in the bonus. Although Norfolk just 6 of 12 at the free throw line tonight. Scottsbluff with 2 timeouts, or rather, I'm sorry, I was looking at timeouts, not fouls. Nobody's anywhere near the bonus. Only 3 fouls called this half. So forget I said anything. Scottsbluff's got 4 timeouts. Norfolk's got 1. It's game 1 for me, folks.
Yeah. Panthers are going to bring some pressure here, try to get a steal.
They did not. Now in the front court, it's Boswell. Nate Kelly will milk some clock as much as he can. Will be well inside of a minute when Norfolk gets it next. Kelly down the lane. He wants that one back. But the offensive board and the putback by Keon Delgado. He is perfect from the field in the second half. Now in double figures, and a huge offensive rebound and putback there. That makes it a 3-possession game. A clutch rebound there from the 6'4" junior.
Absolutely, and tell you what, you're not going to see Nate Kelly miss that shot very often.
No.
And Norfolk, you got to take advantage of that. That shot's missed. Delgado just out-scrapped him, got the rebound, and that one feels a little bit like a dagger because it's a 3-point, or rather a 3-possession lead. Norfolk's going to have to think 3 now, I think, with under a minute to go. Or at very least, if you can't knock down a 3, attack the defense, try to get a 3-point play. But you're going to have to be very, very efficient offensively the rest of the ball game, which is, again, under a minute to go, 56 seconds left here in the fourth.
Norfolk will be back in the Panther Gym tomorrow. They're hosting North Platte, who is already in town. We saw some North Platte players here tonight. The North Platte made the trip to Norfolk already. They'll be here tomorrow. Meanwhile, Scottsbluff will head up to South Sioux City to the Cardinal Dome.
Some great state championship games between those two schools not too many years ago.
That's an old school Class B rivalry, no doubt. Here, Norfolk just trying to finish. Swanson can't hit. Rebound, tracked down by Boswell. Fouled immediately, and now the lack of fouls starts to hurt Norfolk. That's just their second team foul.
Yeah, Scottsbluff can run some clock here. Yeah. Only 2 seconds difference between the clock and the shot clock, so Norfolk's going to have to foul here and try to get Scottsbluff on the free throw line.
Kelly into the front court, fouled. Well, here's one thing that I think we've learned about this Norfolk team that, we didn't know much about coming into tonight. It is not going to be for lack of effort. They fly around, they get to the ball, they chase loose balls, and that's going to help them more often than not. Whether they win or lose tonight, it's that kind of effort that they're going to need on a night-in, night-out basis in Class A.
Yeah, I like the makeup of this team. I like how hard they've played. I think Scottsbluff's just a more finished product right now than Norfolk is.
One more foul to put them to the line. It's amazing to say that again about a team that has just 2 seniors and really only 1 that gets rotational minutes. But they were, last year they kind of felt like it was ahead of schedule. That was a bit of a surprise to see them as good as they were last year. Made it to the semifinals. And then you look at this team and you go, well, hold on. They're going to be pretty good again.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're going to have Nate Kelly go to the free throw line. We've seen him miss some easy shots, but he is a great free throw shooter, and especially in the fourth quarter. I don't know that there's anybody, not too many guys around the state, I would say I would take over Nate Kelly in this position from the free throw line.
Now you look at this Scottsbluff team, and again, Class B is going to be so tough this year. But the Scottsbluff team has the pieces that you feel like you need. They play well together. They're not the tallest. You know, a team with some size, I think, could maybe muscle them around a little bit. But they can shoot. They can certainly get out and run. And they've got a bona fide go-to guy. I mean, you start with that, you're going to do pretty well in any class.
Kelly makes both free throws. Like, that's a surprise. But you also, if you're Scottsbluff, you got a guy like Boswell that can knock down threes.
Yeah.
That can stretch defenses and open up a lot of things against bigger teams.
Foul on the floor. 21 seconds to go in this one. As Scottsbluff trying to start the season 1-0.
25! 25! Stay down!
Now Strike trying to get to the rack, draws the foul on the way up. He'll shoot. As Norfolk will try to cut into this lead. This is Scottsbluff's only trip to Northeast Nebraska this year. Remember last year we had them during the Elkhorn Valley Holiday Tournament of all things. Went to Tilden. They are coming back out east later this year. In fact, believe it or not, they'll have to go farther for a game than Norfolk in South Sioux City. They're going to be going to Bennington for a game in January. That is a long drive from Scottsbluff to basically Iowa.
Yeah, you go the other direction, I think you end up in the Pacific Ocean. That distance.
Strike splits the pair. Tough shooting night for him. He's going to have better nights. 9 for him tonight. He's certainly got the athleticism to hang with anybody. And Norfolk not going to foul here inside of 10 seconds. Scottsbluff going to get the win here, improve to 1-0, an impressive showing by the Bearcats on the road. As Norfolk comes up short in their season opener. Your final, Scottsbluff 57, Norfolk 49. Post-game show coming up. This is NCN.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. U-Save Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
Norfolk, and they get a clean sweep. The girls winning earlier in overtime, and now the boys get a 57-49 win over the Norfolk Panthers. I'm joined now by Scott Gullion, the head coach of Scottsbluff. And, you know, Coach, it's one of those games where, you know, it's the first game. You don't really know what to expect from Norfolk. A lot of new faces. I think they played really hard, but you guys found a way to win. What'd you like about your team's performance tonight?
I just didn't think, you know, we didn't let anything really bother us. You know, I thought Norfolk played with tremendous energy and intensity early, and the adrenaline was flowing first game. I think, you know, our long drive and some first game jitters affected us early. Our guys just stayed the course throughout the game. Knew we could make some plays. That's what I saw from our guys. Played their tails off, stayed the course, and stayed calm.
Well, I noticed that first half, it seemed like Norfolk had things going offensively. I think there were 6 of 7 from 3 that first half. That changed in the second half, and you guys were also able to turn them over, get out and run in transition. What was the difference?
I just think that we, you know, it's personnel stuff. Like you said, we don't know some of the guys. They hit good big shots. They had open ones. We had to make an adjustment to kind of take that away a little bit more than we anticipated. Our guys played with tremendous effort, and we were scrambling around to try to take away shooters and at the same time drives.
Well, you're arguably your best player, Nate Kelly. Probably had a little bit of an off night for him, but yet he still made plays down the stretch. But other guys stepped up, guys like Delgado. We'll be talking to Trey here in a moment. What did you like about the supporting cast and how they played?
Yeah, Nate struggled a little bit. I mean, he's going to be better than that most nights. But other guys stepped up, and Nate made a difference in different ways, too. You got Trey that hit a bunch of shots for us, which he's capable of, playing with confidence. Kean scored a bunch in that second half, kind of got us going on a little run. So those guys got to step up on nights. I mean, Nate's going to get a lot of focus from other teams, and this is exactly what we need is for those other guys to step up and be confident in scoring the ball for us.
Were you expecting this sort of game out of Trey? I believe he had, 17 points, I believe. He hit some big threes in this ball game.
I don't know if I'd expect it. He probably doesn't want me to tell people this, but he hadn't really shot the ball that well heading into tonight. But sometimes, good shooters, I mean, the difference in a good night is just a few centimeters. And tonight he had it going, and, he doesn't – his confidence in his own ability is why he's able to come out here. Even if he was struggling a little bit early in practice, he trusts himself and trusts his work ethic that he's put into it. And he's going to step up like that for us all year.
This is a long trip out here from Scottsbluff to Norfolk. How did you like the way the kids, I guess, just dealing with a long bus ride and then waiting, the girls' game did overtime, but the guys still played hard. What's the secret to that, I guess?
I don't know. We have to do it. We do it all the time. These guys like each other and had fun coming up on the bus, even if it was uncomfortable and a long ride. But it's an opportunity for them to be around each other a bunch and kind of build some chemistry. They know we got to do it all year. I mean, this isn't the last one we got to do either. We got to be back out here a couple times throughout the season.
Well, Coach, you come a long way. You might as well win the game. Congratulations on a big victory, and you're 1-0. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Scott Golian. Let's get Trey Boswell in here. And Trey, I tell you what, Coach was just saying you hadn't been shooting well. How come what was able to work tonight? How were you able to make so many big shots?
I think confidence is what I had going into the game, and just the environment, just the crowd being loud, just fueled me to make shots and have confidence when I shoot the ball. That's it.
Do you feel like this is something you could really add to this team to make this team better? Is that your ability to stretch the defense from the perimeter?
Oh, yeah, because the defense worried about me shooting. Nate Kelly has drives to the basket, leaves Riley open, and Kean have dump-offs to the rim. So it just brings a lot more attention to me and puts pressure off of them.
What does it mean for you guys confidence-wise to come on the road, beat a Class A team on their home floor?
Oh, it gives us a lot of confidence. When we go back to Class B, I think this Class A schedule will prepare us for state, for Class B, prepare us for Scott and Norris, and those tougher teams that we play. So the Class A teams are really preparing us for the bigger stage.
Does Coach talk about expectations? You guys were in the state tournament last year. Is there talk about getting back, or is it just kind of dealing with one game at a time at this point?
Oh yeah, there's expectation is to get back to the state tournament because we have the same team. We lost four seniors last year, but we've got a lot of guys. Got a lot of new guys, and they have a lot of skills. So our goal is to get to the state tournament. That's what we're looking forward to, so yeah.
Well, Trey, I wouldn't bet against you. You guys played very well tonight. Congratulations on a big win and being our player of the game.
Thank you.
That's Trey Boswell, our player of the game. Eric, let's send it back to you.
Thank you, Lou. That's what I love about Game 1. You just don't know who the players of the game are going to be. How about the sophomore? 5 of 7 from deep, 17 points. He's our player of the game. His interview was brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination. Our coach's interview, by the way, brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com. All right, let's take a look at our top plays, brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. Season opener in Norfolk, Scottsbluff taking on Norfolk, making the long trek out to Madison County. Old GNAC conference rivalry renewed in Norfolk. And the Panthers getting it done early on the drive and dish. This is Drew Strike from 3. hitting from deep, and Norfolk playing well early on. They got the lead on the defending semifinalists in Class B, but the Bearcats start to hit from deep. Trey Boswell, the sophomore, hitting from three. Scottsbluff within three. Norfolk, they could not miss from outside early on. That's Chase Swanson. Norfolk was 6 of 7 from deep in the first half. They lead 17-13 after one, but Scottsbluff starts to hit some shots. This is Caleb Berta off the bench with a quick triple. Back to the other end, Norfolk from way outside. Landon Viergoods with three. And Norfolk back and forth, hanging around with Scottsbluff, but the Bearcats start to chip away. Good strong drive by Riley Meininger. 4 of his 8 points. Boswell, he can do it from inside as well off the up fake. Had 11 in the first half. And the Bearcats take the lead 29-28 at the half. Second half, Norfolk. Chase Swanson rising, firing. He led the way for Norfolk with 14 points. Hands off here. But Scottsbluff, Boswell gets the steal and then sets it up for Keon Delgado. What a pass. Delgado was perfect from the field in the third quarter. 6 of his 10 points in the third quarter. Another turnover turns into points for Scottsbluff one again. This time Meininger able to get the finish from the right side and one. And Scottsbluff extends their lead after 3 to the fourth quarter now. Norfolk, their offense went cold the second half. Turnovers turning into offense. Nate Kelly with 2 of his 11 points. The easiest 2 he had all night. The Bearcats starting to pull away. Here's Boswell again, finished with 17, led all scorers. He was our player of the game, helping to stretch the defense as the Bearcats extend their lead. Norfolk trying to stay with it. Good play here by Gavin Jarecki, 2 of his 9 points, but just too much from Scottsbluff down the stretch. And it's Boswell wrapping it up. That 3, the dagger, and Scottsbluff gets the win, 57-49. And those top plays brought to you in part by Southeast Community College. Head to southeast.edu and discover your path to possible. That about wrap things up from a broadcast partner, Lou Siefker, and the entire NCN Sports crew. I'm Eric McKay. You've been watching the postgame show on News Channel Nebraska.